All right. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to our Saturday training. We're excited, guys. We do this every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please make sure you put a reminder for yourself. We are all adults. So put a reminder somewhere where you know you will not forget to jump on Saturday, guys. We do it once a week. It's only for an hour. But this hour is so powerful because what it does is it gives you all the information you need to go and have success week to week, what to focus on, what to do, and how to move forward. And as you know, guys, the way that we show our appreciation to our speakers who take the time out, to give us this information on how they're having success is we take that information and we go to work. We make it work for ourselves and we have success for our own families, all right, and also in the field in our own pockets to make money. So, guys, get your notebooks ready, get your pens ready. We have an awesome lineup today. You do not want to miss it. If you have teammates that are not on this right now, send them a quick text, send them a reminder to get them on. They do not want to miss this. Okay. All right, great. So as you guys know, I always start out with the top 10 submit for the week. All right. And we got some new people up here too, right? So February, I'm sorry, we're in February. We're in March or February. Lord, I'm lost today. We're in February.
It's March.
It's March. All right, sorry about that, guys. We are in March. That's how you know, like, we're focused. All right, so we are in March. All right, week 2, actually, which is a big deal. All right, so top 10. This is actually issued business, by the way. This is what really matters and what really counts. If you don't understand how this works, get with your manager, right? There is a difference between submitted business and issued business. Now, what you submit, that's great, but what clears on the board, issue paid, is what counts, right? So let's go down to number 10. We have Thomas K with 13 families issued and help. Number 9, Daniel H, 13 families issued and help. Number 8, Jamar Sims, 14 families. Number 7, give it up, Joshua Khan, he's on here. Number 6, Rachel Cannon, 15 families issued and help. Number 5, Austin S, 16 families issued and help. Number 4, Richard Moore, 16 families issued and help. Number 3, Eugene, 21 families. Number 2, Andre Brooks, 28 families. Guys, and there can only be one number 1. He's been number 1 for a while now. Ryan Urbanski, 36 families issued and help. Great job to our top 10. You can too be in the top 10 the moment you make a decision. That is all it takes. All right, guys, a few announcements before I bring my amazing speakers on. I'm so excited to hear from them today. The first thing I want to talk about, guys, is live dials. We talk about this every week, right? And, we want everybody to win and have success, but it starts with plugging in. It starts with getting on the live dials. The two most important things about this business, guys, is getting good at the phones and getting good in the field, all right, or over the phone helping a client. And if you don't get good at the phones, you'll never get to the field. So it's very important, guys. We do this every day. It starts at 7:30. Sometimes we run to 8 to 9 o'clock because we're willing to help you, right? But you got to be plugged in. And if you're not plugged in, it's just like when you're charging your phone. If you don't plug your phone in to charge it, it does not get charged. You can't use it. Guys, it's the same with yourself. If you're not plugged into this business, more than likely, you're not going to, most definitely, you're not going to have success. So make sure you screenshot this, share this, make sure you get on and get your team on too. All the people that you see that are having success, whether it be leaders like ourselves that have been here or brand new people who have never sold life insurance before. The reason why they're having success is because of live sales dials. The reason why our speakers today are having success is because of live sales dials. So don't be afraid. Get on and get plugged in. The next thing that I want to talk about, guys, is work spots. Oh my God, work spots is so important, guys. Everybody wants to know, how do I get the discount on the leads? Well, you got to have work spots, and it's not a question. You have to have it. If you are in business, especially here with Family First Life, take your business seriously, all right, and join work spots today. If you don't think that you can pay $99 a month, you more than likely won't be able to help any families here. You won't think that you can do anything else. $99 is a very small amount here at Family First Life. Was as high as our comp rates are, and as much as families that we have looking for life insurance, this is literally a quarter of a sale if you help a family. And so what's the benefits that comes along with WorkSpot? Screenshot this, share this. One, you have entry to any office that's close to you nationwide, right? Two, you connect with top producers, right? You can get real live help from top producers who are winning so that you too can have success. There's weekly live trainings always going on, right? This is the part where I talked about being plugged in. All right. You get free Wi-Fi access. You have a desk where you can work and actually run your business. But most importantly, guys, we already have exclusive affordable leads. It gets even more affordable when you use these discounts. We have a ton of discounts running back to back, and you don't want to miss it. So join WorkSpots today. The next thing that I want to talk about, guys, is we have so many people winning and they are eliminating each and every excuse, all right, for people who feel like they can't get past what they're going through. And I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody in life is going through something. They're either going through something, they're in something, or they're coming out of something. But the fact that either way you have to go through it and understand, guys, you've gone through things in your entire life, and guess what? Each and every time you've gotten out of it. So this situation is no different. You will get out of it, but guess what? You got to work, because when you work, when it works out, the key word is work. You got to go to work, right? And so we have a weekly schedule for you guys where we don't, if you're spare time, part time, full time, if you feel like you're working so many hours at a job that you hate, or if you're spending so much time at a place you don't want to be, but the bills got to get paid, but you want to do this business, plug in. We have something going on each and every day, right? Each and every day. Screenshot this, share this, read it, right? Be plugged in. We have something going on Monday through Sunday so that you too can have success. We have tons of podcasts, video, live training. This is real live training from top producers who are in the field right now getting it done, right? So there is no excuse why anyone on here, why you can't win, right? The only reason why people don't win here is because they do not work. They aren't plugged in and they don't communicate, right? So get out of your shell, get out of your fear, because everything that you want in life, period, right, is on the other side of fear. And so I challenge everybody on this Saturday training, just go start, right? Because here's the thing, before you can be really, really, really good, right, you have to be bad. And before you're bad, you have to try. And before you try, guys, you got to get up out of the bed or the couch and make a decision. And so we want to help you guys, but you got to help yourself first and use this weekly training to have success. And the last thing that I want to talk about, guys, is our Maryland conference. Guys, big decisions are made at big events, right? And so the Maryland conference is going to be literally life changing. It was life changing for me. And the reason why so many people are on here now and plugged in and are having success, because it started with one person and one person and one. Colleen made a decision. Okay. Because she made a decision, I made a decision. And because I made a decision, so many other people made a decision, right? But it started with the person who decided to get up and go after something bigger than themselves. So if you want to have success, whether you decide to be just an agent or if you want to build a business, everything you're going to need is at this conference. Okay. You're going to hear from so many different people who are having success, right? From so many different situations. All right. And if you want to build a business, the fastest and biggest way to do that is to get people there so that they can hear what you are hearing and let the business work for you. You never know who's going to wake up and do something, right? But I'm glad that I've rallied a lot of people to my first event because it has gotten me to this point. And if you want the same things, guys, I challenge you to get there, but also put some butts in seats, right? It's going to be in Baltimore. Register today. If you have not registered, if you don't live in this area, get there, right? We're going to have a ton of fun, but you're going to get the information that you need. This is not a rah-rah event where everybody is all excited about nothing. No, we're excited because people are actually changing their lives here. And if you want to figure out what you're a part of, you got to be there. If you want success, you got to be there. I've never seen anyone have success in this business and didn't go to a big event, right? If your money's low, you need to get there, okay? Because it's going to change. And this is a free event, guys, right? So you don't have to pay for anything. You just have to get there. And that's going to be May 14th, 2022 from 12 to 4 p.m. All right. So, guys, screenshot that, share that, and get registered today. Now, I want to bring my first person up here, the first speaker. You guys have been seeing this power couple up and down Facebook, Instagram. They've been spotlighted on social media. They've helped over 10 families this past week. They are on the move. They're nonstop. They're a power couple. But you're going to hear from the wife. You are going to hear from the person that, I mean, she is a big powerhouse in this business. I'm glad to call her a friend and a business partner. I love their, listen, guys, relationship goals, partnership and business goals. This is the person, okay? So, Tierra, we are so excited and we're so happy for all of you and Junior's success. And guys, she's going to go over how she has success over the phone and what she says. So, T, zoom, zoom, take it away.
Zoom, zoom.
Yes, Tierra, let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me clear?
Yes.
You good? Okay, so first I just want to thank God for this awesome opportunity. Like, this opportunity has really changed our lives since we've been here. And we haven't even been here a whole full year yet. And so we're really thankful for that. Shout out to Corinne. I see you do this day in, day out, every week, every day on Live Dials. You do awesome. And so I just want to encourage you to keep going, guys. Not enough times we encourage your leadership and to keep going because they're always pulling up, so we got to always encourage our leadership. So shout out to you, Corinne, and everybody on the call. My story, I don't know a lot of people on here, so I'm assuming a lot of people don't know me on here. So like Corinne was saying, my husband and I, we do this business together. His name is Tierra Morgan. I'm Tierra Morgan. We've been in the insurance industry for a while now. We was with a previous IMO. I recently came over to Family First Life in November of last year. Still was kind of like just listening to the Live Dials, listening to people, getting tips from everybody. And I still was like, but then I said, you know what, I always follow Junior. I always follow Junior as long as he followed God since we've got married. So when we was in the previous IMO, I followed him and he taught me everything I know. What was going to be any different here? So I just needed to follow the flow. I just needed to find my own niche. And I feel like I'm starting to get it now. And so, like I said, we've been in the insurance industry for a while. And like I said, this business has really changed our life. I wanted to start with my story first because that's how you kind of get to know who I am. I know you see the Instagram and the Facebook posts and everything, but getting to know who I am is more important too as well, guys. Because at the end of the day, not anybody can do this, but you got to have the passion. You got to have that will to ask questions. You got to have that. I just want to get better. And I'm not trying to be like Corinne. I'm not trying to be like all the other leaders, but I know what I bring to the table, right?
I think she got kicked off. They said they left.
All right, let me check it real quick. Was she able to jump back on?
All right, yeah, she just got it back on.
Okay.
I'm back. My phone died. The other phone died. So we good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's my story, guys. So I just want to get into, like Corinne was saying, we was going to be talking about the phone script. One of the things I know that is what I want to share is being effective in your business starts and continues on the phone, guys. On the phone. And like Corinne was going over the Live Dials, being on Live Dials is so important, guys, because you get to hear people as they're going through an appointment, especially if you get on the Live Dials and they doing a one-call close. I've learned so much. So I appreciate that. And then one of the things I want to say is it's not even hard, guys. Like the script, I have 3 scripts because well, 2 scripts because I run like a hybrid schedule. So most days I'm on a telesale and then some days I'm out in the field. Or some days like last week, we saw a lot of couples last week. And so Junior and I went together. I got to still be like in the field and learning from him. But guys, I have the scripts when I'm on the telesales and when I'm making calls, I have the scripts right in front of me. So the thing is, I want you to write this down if you're able to write. Be very intentional about setting appointments. Very intentional, right? And so, with being intentional, you got to be organized. So, guys, I'm sitting at my desk. I have my script. If I'm going to be out in the field, I have my script for out in the field. If I'm doing a telesale, I have my script for the telesale. It's literally right here. Like if y'all can see it, it's right here. It's right here. So the thing is, you're going through the script, right? And if you need the script, you can reach out, put your phone number or whatever you need in the chat, and we can get it to you. How I got the telesale script, I got it from Josh Chris myself. I didn't call him, but I emailed him. I said, can you send me the script? He sent me the script, and now I have it. I got the other scripts. I know I got them from Corinne, Kali. I know I got them. I didn't make it up. That's what I'm saying. So I'm getting scripts from people that are very successful right now. And so, guys, all you literally have to do is read it word for word. That's all I do. Still read it word for word, right? And so even when I'm going through, let's say I'm going through the in-home, I'm reading it. It's 3 things that's going to happen that I experienced. I'm talking about my experience. These scripts don't care if you're brand new. They don't care if it's your first day. They don't care if you've been here for 10 years, 3 years, 4 years, 2 months, right? It's word for word. These scripts don't have no failings. You just got to find your niche. You got to be able to read the script, but not sound like you're reading, just until you find your niche, right? And so if I'm going through a script, hello, I'm just going to go through. Hello, Corinne, how you doing? My name is Tiarra. I'm just giving you a call back from the Benefits Center here in Baltimore County, where you put your request online for the new state affordable life insurance program. My job is really simple. It's to get the rest of the information out to you that requested. On the form, you put your birthday at 6/29/56. Is that correct? At that point, you're gonna get one of 3 things. And you can write this down, or you probably already been through this. Number 1, they're gonna hang up on you. And nothing you could do about that. You could try to call them back. I always call them back and say, oh, I think we got disconnected. They hang up on me again. People are people, right? But you gotta be intentional. You still gotta, in your mind, you still gotta be intentional. Like that was supposed to happen. 20% of these people are gonna hang up on me. So you gotta have that on your mind, right? The second thing that's gonna happen, they're gonna say, yeah, that's my birthday. And then you continue. That's when you continue on the script. Go right back to the part where it says, okay, perfect. And I assume your zip code is still 21236. Yeah, perfect. Like I said, I'm just a field underwriter. I'll be out in your area on Tuesday, and be very direct, guys. People will respect it when you're telling them what to do. And then you ask questions though, so you don't get an objection on time and day. So then you say, well, are you usually working during the day? You disabled, or you self-employed or whatever. So then they'll say, well, I work during the day. Okay, perfect. What time are you usually home and you are settled in? I usually get home around 4 o'clock. Okay, perfect. Make sure if you are not good with transitions, because that was me. I was never good with transition. I used to be like, oh my God, what am I saying? Transition words, if you need to write them down around where you are working at. But for me, I had to write down transition words. Transition words for me was perfect, awesome, got it. It was things like that so I can move on with my script or move on with my flow. And then I would set the appointment. Okay, perfect. So it looks like I'm gonna be in your area. They had me out in your area on Tuesday. And so the first thing you want to do is book up 1 day at a time, not for the whole week. In my previous IMO, we would book up for the week. It would be Sunday, and we booking up for the week. By the time Thursday came, it's like, oh, I forgot, or oh no, I'm good, or I already took care of it. Like, and I was like, I just talked to you Sunday. Like that was Sunday. Like somebody called me yesterday, and I took care of it. So the thing is, another thing, we're booking for the next day, right? So my objective is to book up for 1 day Tuesday, and then I'm going to keep going, guys. You don't stop. If you have a goal, whatever your schedule is, you don't stop until it gets done, right? And so the next day, I'm filling up for the next day. So if you have 2 days you're working, so I'm running and doing 2 days if I'm running in the field, right? And so Tuesday, I'm filling up. my schedule that goes with me. And then Wednesday, I'm going to start filling it up. I'm not going to stop, guys, right? And so the third thing that's going to happen, you won't get an objection. Right there when they say, well, how did you get my birthday? Or you're going to get an objection. I have my objection sheets right here too. I don't know if you can see it, but and so the thing is, you can get that too. I got these from the leaders. I got all these objections that they already been through. I even got one down here that I didn't see, and I wrote it down, right? And so I have it. So as soon as I say the birthday, right? As soon as I say the client's birthday, I still have the lead. And by the way, I get the leads from CRM, 1 of my own, 3 of my own leads. They definitely work, right? So I get the leads off the CRM. I have them on the CRM already. Still that person's lead. So if I get the objection, I pick up my objection sheet. Boom, I'm ready for whatever they're going to tell me. It's on here. Like it's like clockwork. It's never not on here, right? And so I'm just waiting. I kind of hear, like, how did you? Oh, I can't talk right now. I'm busy. Boom, I go right to it. Well, I already took care of it. Great. If I could save you money on your current policy and give you the same better coverage, would you be interested in taking a look at it? It's right here. I don't got to think, right? And so, they'll say whatever, okay, whatever. Or they say, well, I already have my policy. Great. I got to get this out to you. So if you can have that policy out when I get there, because we're going to do a policy overview first, because I'm required to still get this information to you. And then if I can save you some money, which would be, I just go right into the objection. If they smooth along with it, like, okay, wow. Now, have you ever heard of a policy overview? No, I've heard of that. We probably need to do a policy overview. Make sure you're in the right plan. Make sure your goals are still the same for you and your family. Let's go ahead and take care of that. I'll be out in your area on Tuesday. You said you are off around 4. I get right back into it, guys. So once I feel that it's getting back into where I can get back to the script, I put the objections down. I go back to the script only because I don't want to miss nothing. At the end, though, if you get objection and you still, you still able to book, or you after the birthday, they still able to book. Now you want to tie it down, and I did not tie down very well. I was just like so excited to just get an appointment. I'm like, all right, I see you Tuesday, like at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'll be there. Like, and then I'll get there at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and they be like, oh no, like they wouldn't be there, or I forgot, or like, oh my gosh. So tie downs, guys. If you don't remember nothing, you gotta remember to be very intentional and tie it down. Tie it down meaning you are securing the bag, securing the appointment, right? So tie downs. So after the appointment, after you set the appointment, and you're saying, I'll be there on Tuesday between 4:30 and 5. Give me like a half an hour window, just in case I'm running to traffic. If anything comes up, I would definitely give you a call. Is there any reason why, other than emergency, you would not be there between 4:30 and 5? Wait for that answer. Like at this point, we just waiting for answers. We waiting for answers. So no, I don't see a reason why I wouldn't be there. Okay, great. And then when I pull up to your house, and I just want to make sure, is this an apartment or is this it's a house, right? It's a house. Okay, so when I pull up, do I pull in your driveway? Like, is it okay to back in, or should I park on the street? Is that good? No, you can park on the street. And then, okay, so when I walk up your driveway, is it good to knock on your door or ring the doorbell? I don't want to be rude. Sometimes you put, like, I remember when my kids were younger, and at certain times I'm like, please do not ring the doorbell. This will wake them up. So I don't want to be rude. And so should I knock or should I ring the doorbell? I know you're probably thinking like, what is the point of asking these little questions? Because this is getting a person imagining me pulling up to their house between 4:30 and 5, pulling their drive-through, if they say pulling their drive-through, parking in front of their house. Oh, and I'm gonna tell them, expect to see me in a Dodge gray van. I'm a soccer mom. Yes, I am. So I'm going to be pulling up in a van. It's gray. Okay. My hair, is black or whatever, but you don't know it's me. I'll have my credentials with me, I'll have my badge on and everything. Okay, no problem. So they're imagining me pulling up to their house in a gray van. So when they peek out the blinds, like, oh, I remember she said she had a gray van. Okay. And it's me coming up to their house. I'm going to knock on the door because they said knock. And when they open the door, it's no problem because they imagining me do the whole thing because I'm asking them. So then when they open the door, it doesn't matter how you doing? Should I take my shoes off or is it okay to keep them on? I don't hear no objection when I get to the house. Oh my God, I forgot. Oh, I'm about to leave. Oh, I was about to take a bath. Oops. Oh, I was about to take a bath, right? It doesn't matter. I just took a bath too. Let's get it. It's going to take me about 10 or 15 minutes to get over this information, and then we can go from there. I'm take my shoes on. Leave my shoes on, or should I take my shoes off? Head down, and I'm scraping my feet on their doormat, and I'm walking in. Right? Period. So it starts from being intentional, guys, with setting your appointments. And when you're setting your appointments, tie that thing down. And if you need help with scripts and transitions, I'm telling you, have them out. At the point where you might need to bring out your objection is when they say, yeah, but how did you get my information? Like, oh, you need your objection, because you need to be ready. If you don't have that natural, like, just come back. You feel me? So, guys, that is all, and that is it. I hope you got a lot from me. I hope I wasn't too loud, but I wanted to let everybody know you got to be very intentional, guys. You're doing this for a reason. If you're leaving all day on a Tuesday, like whatever your schedule, if you leaving your family, you're sacrificing, you're doing things to get to where you need to go. Being very intentional on the phones, being very intentional and direct when you're in the house, and keeping that family first, because your family will be taken care of by default.
Yeah, hey Tierra, hey, this is well, not like you can't see me, colleague. Great job this morning. Listen, can you talk real quick, like take about 2 minutes, and because you came from another company, right? And I think a lot of people come over here and they're like, I don't need the script, like I know how to make calls. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about that real quick, about how important it is to learn the process that we have at Family First Life versus wherever they were before?
Definitely. So like I didn't understand the process. I think we definitely gave you a lot of resistance and was like, it was just things you didn't understand, right? And so this script, honestly, guys, this whole company is completely different. It's completely different. People would say, oh, we just doing life insurance. Like, no, like the options we're able to create for people here is so mind blowing. Like I still be at a wow, right? And so at a certain point when you start to see people, even people that came from my previous IMO, and they are having success, and you're hearing what you're hearing what they're doing, you're seeing what they're doing, you ask the question, it's no problem. You'd be like, okay, let me just throw out what I learned over there and completely come in like I'm brand new. Like, so it's a mindset change. Like you either make it immediately or you prolong yourself. But I would suggest anybody that if you just got here, you make that change. I mean, it don't matter how long you've been at your previous IMO. You can think you know every single thing about life insurance, and that's great, but you don't know it's not just one product, it's many carriers that you're dealing with now. And if you used to be dealing with only helping people that was healthy, because at my previous IMO, if I had somebody that was declined, number one, I wouldn't know until the policy was already sent to their company. Like, I'm mad, they mad, I'm mad too, right? So then I have to explain to the client, sorry, I can't even point you in another direction. You declined. Good luck with finding coverage. Like that used to be like so bad inside, right? Oh, I used to hate it. But here, like you already can have options for people, and they don't get declined because you can get them issued with something, and you good because you're like, I was able to help every single person I sat down with, right? And so that was most important to me. Like I threw all that out the window, if that answered your question.
No, that was good. Thank you, Tierra. Did anybody else? Go ahead.
One more thing, Holly. And I know we have a lot of examples of single people doing this in this business, and it's really, really awesome. You know, when I first got here, I didn't see a lot of example of couples doing it together. People probably have couples, and maybe the wife is home taking care of the kids, or maybe the husband is taking care of his kids, so that person can be in. We didn't really see any examples of people that was really crushing it or like going in that direction. I'm not saying me and Junior are really like we blowing it out the water, because it's a higher level here, right? And so, but I feel like we're finding our niche and we're getting towards that. And so I'm definitely proud of that, because we came a long way. And but I would encourage anybody, because most of the time people be like, we gotta show them the money, show them the money, show them the money. That's true. But also what I respected the most about Junior is he took time on his personal time because he came in first. He took time on his personal time to watch training videos, talk to whoever would answer his phone if he got their number that was successful in his business. People that were Hall of Famers. He didn't even know what a Hall of Fame was in the beginning. Was talking to you guys as leaders every single day. And so I seen him studying and seeing what he needed to do to be successful in this business. So it was that made me say, wow, he's really, because I seen that kind of energy from him in the previous IMO. So I seen that energy from him, which made me then encourage me to, number one, I said, I got to find my own niche, because I found my own niche when we was in the previous IMO, but we was together. And so, but I got to find my own niche. But I his sacrificing his own time to watch videos, to watch training videos. Everything is training on here. Like on YouTube, it's everything. Right? So the thing is, I respected that. And then the money came. I was like, oh, all right, you helping families. That's what's up. And so it just made me say, and you helping that lady, and she had what? And you helping that man because and he had a stroke last year. How did you able to cover him? What? And he got accepted? Oh, I was sold. Because I was like, you know how many times we had to say, well, we can't help that person because of their pre-existing health conditions? I gotta go all in. So I just wanted to throw that in there too, guys. If you have a partner, just let them see your work ethic and be very intentional. Don't shove it down their throat, because it wasn't shoved down mine, but just let them see your work ethic and the money will follow.
So that's a good point, Tierra. So guys, anybody who, if you're trying to figure out, if you have a partner, right, and you're trying to figure out how can I get my partner to kind of help me to kind of come in to get their license, whatever. If I were you, I would reach out to Tierra, because she, like she just said, she knows from being the partner that was kind of like, let me see what happens and watching, right? And you can talk about that, being that person from the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying, and what made you get and then I'm sure you would be willing to even talk to the partner and say, hey, listen, this has been my experience. So Tierra, what's your phone number? You feel comfortable giving it out over here? Okay.
Yeah, I had this number for 20 years. I now put it in the chat too. 443 421 0410.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Tierra, for your time. We don't have any time for questions. I wish we had time for more questions, so we got more speakers that we need to get going. But thank you for talking about the script today, because that's the most important. That is the money. That's the money day. It's setting appointments.
I appreciate you on the call.
Thank you. All right. So listen, y'all, we got all women this morning, all divas doing their thing. This next lady is up in New Jersey. She's bilingual. She was, and I've seen her progression from her starting out being on the live dials and being very, very nervous to like every other day or every day looks like she's closing business. Letecia, are you here?
Yes. Hi.
All right, girl.
Can you hear me?
And she's going to talk. Yeah, we can hear you. You're going to talk this morning about having success in the home. Like, it's crazy because like I said, I've seen you from when you started to where you are now, and you're teaching people. You're going to be teaching people today about success in the home. So we're excited about you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. So quickly, I'm just gonna talk about how I started here. I'm actually a new agent. I've only been working or even doing this business for only 1 year. Unlike Tiarra and her husband, I don't have any previous experience. So just learning as I go. But I think that the success is either on the phones or in the house is by just doing the work, that's what has helped me. And I always say this, and I'm going to continue to say this, the road is my my classroom. I always say that the road is my classroom, because in the homes, it's, you know, like when you actually have the nerves to knock on that door, even if you have an appointment, and go in the house from the minute that you greet them, you know, till the end, is very important. But then I got the guts to start door knocking, which is different, because there you don't have an appointment. And then, you know, I just want to say, I did everything afraid. I did everything afraid. And now when I door knock, I go in as if they're expecting me, and I actually close people as door knocks. So that's been I've been having success with that too, door knocking. So you know, if there are new agents here, just know that I'm new, I'm learning as I go. But the only way that you could, you know, get better and better and better is just by actually doing this, going in, making the calls, making the appointments, going into the in homes. So the first thing I do is I obviously I knock on the door. My knock is very intentional. I don't just knock, like, you know, it's very intentional. I knock as I'm the police, and this is something important. And I used to care about, oh, what if they get upset? I don't care about that anymore, because you told me to go, you fill this out, and I'm here to help you. And my door knock is not gonna be like your friend, or I don't know who else. That's very, so when they open the door, they're like, they have that face like, why? Seriously? Um, you know, so that's one thing that I do, so they can know that from the jump off that I'm serious about this. So it starts there, and then I don't ask if I have my shoes on or not. I don't feel comfortable doing that. Um, so I say, hi, how are you? Before I walk in the house, I always show them my ID. That's one thing. So they can have a little bit of trust in me. So hi, my name is Letecia. We had at 8 o'clock this morning, you know. And he's like, oh yeah, come on in. And then if I see the TV on, I used to be like really afraid of asking them, turn off the TV, because I used to think that they were going to kick me out. If I see the TV on or any distraction, I say politely, can you turn that off? Because I feel like I'm competing with what I have to tell you, you know? And then for some reason, and this is all just by doing it, the more you do it, the more confident it's not gonna just come to you all at once. And then I start walking as if I know where the table is. So I say to them, the table is this way. And I start walking as if I know where the table is. And they're like, can we do it on the couch? And I say, I need the table because I need to place my stuff on the table. And they're like, oh, okay, here's the table, or like sometimes the counter, whatever that is. And then, you know, and then I take it from there. I ask them questions. The more questions you ask in the home, the better it is for you, you know, because if there's a objection at the end, you can go back and say, but I thought you said that you wanted to protect your son from, in the event something happened. So I ask questions of who are they trying to protect? You know, what is the reason why? What's the reason why they wanted the inquiry? And then, but I don't with that question, I don't give them really like a fair chance to answer, because what I say to them is, people fill these inquiries out for 1 or 3 reasons. And then I said, because they don't have life insurance at all. They never got life insurance at all. They have life insurance, but they are looking to get more help, more coverage, or they are just trying to leave a legacy for a loved one. That be a spouse, a child, a mom. What's the reason why you fill this out? So I give them 3 options. It's not like I let them, oh, well, I was just shopping around. No, I made them kind of like, I gave them those options, and I would want them to choose from those 3 options. Because really that's the reason why you fill it out. What other option can it be? And I'm not the quote lady. I didn't drive to your house to give you a quote. That's not, no. And then I let that I'm not the quote person or the guy. I'm not the quote lady. I make them know that from the beginning, that I'm there to evaluate them, asking for their stuff about health, and I'm trying to find out who is the beneficiary. And the way I do that is, who's the person responsible in the event something happens to you? Who would pick up the pieces? And they'll tell me, oh, my son, or then I ask for the person's name. So throughout the whole entire interview with them, I use the beneficiary's name. So if John found you, so does John have the means? Does he have any savings in the event? So one rebuttal or one objection is like, oh, he has savings. And I'm like, yeah, Miss Mary, he has savings, but I'm pretty with all due respect, I'm pretty sure John is, when he opened his savings account, he was not thinking of putting you on the ground. He's saving money for, I don't know, a vacation. He's saving money to buy a home one day, not to put somebody on in the ground, even if you're his mom. I can guarantee you that. And then that's like an eye opener to them when I say that to them, because they know it's true. Nobody opens a savings account thinking about burying someone, and they know that, and everyone knows that. So I say that. When they say, oh, well, I'm just looking for quotes, and I got this from my uplines, I was having a lot of that. I'm looking for quotes. I say, Miss Mary, I see about 35 people, 35 different families per week. I am not coming back here. And I'm very stern. I'm not gonna come back here. You're looking for quotes. I'm not the quote person. So if you're not interested, you can get quotes in the internet. I'm not the quote person. I'm not coming back here. And then I say to them, well, why you're not coming back here? And then I always say, because they already know that I'm here evaluating you. They already know that I'm here, and if you're not interested, that's totally fine. You can decline the help. But once you decline the help, then I'll take you off. I close your file. I'll take you. When I say I'll close your file, they're like, that's like death to them. What do you mean you're gonna close my file? And I'm like, I'm gonna close your file because you don't want. That's okay. You can decline the help, but I have to close your file so nobody keeps bothering you about life insurance because you're not ready for it. And I'm not here to give you quotes. This is something. It's an application that we're gonna put in, and we gotta wait to see if you got approved or not. And they also gotta think about you. So while you're thinking about it, the company has to think about you too. And then I don't know if I'm missing anything. At the end, when I do close them, business card. They're always telling me, people that are trying to not, like, if I don't close them, oh, can you leave a business card? No, I can't leave a business card because in the event something does happen to you, your family is going to think that I actually help you with life insurance, and I don't want to get that call because I never gave you, I never helped you with life insurance. So my business cards are for people that I actually was able to help. And you don't have to in this business, sometimes you got to be very stern, like very you're not their friends. And I am very friendly, and I'm very funny, and at the end I make a friend backwards, if that makes any sense. Once I close them, that's when we can joke around, and we do, if I have a, we do joke while we are, in the process and the interview, because that's just my personality. But I, at the same time, when a person's trying to give me the only way that I'm like that stern and like kind of like this is business, is when people are trying to, oh, but I don't know, like giving me all these objections and all this stuff that, you know, so if they're giving me objections, I am not afraid to tell them what I need to tell them. So that's how a little bit how I get a little how I can get success. Do I close everyone? No. Sometimes I don't close everyone. That's okay. But those are the tips that I would encourage. Always be confident. If you're not confident, which is totally okay, you're gonna get the confidence as you go and as you go on the field. That's the only way you'll get the actual confidence, and just by doing the work. And this job or this career, um, it's done really cool things for my daughter and myself, and I'm a college graduate, and it's nothing compared. And I've had really good job, but it's nothing compared to how I get recompensated here. And that's, I think that I cover everything. If you guys have any questions, you guys can I'm in Instagram. I can write it down, and then my phone number is 631-464-5896, and I'm also on Facebook.
Letecia, can you put that in the when you're done? Can you put that in the chat?
Yeah.
Your phone number, your Instagram, because I was taking notes this morning. Like, I'm so proud of you,
Thank you.
because like I've seen your progression, and I think could you say again what you say about when you say I'm gonna close your file? Can you really quickly go through that part again, like when you use that, and then how, like, what is it that you exactly say that make them want to be like, no, don't close my file?
They'll tell me, like, that's only if they tell me, I have to, can you come back, and I have to think about it. And I'm like, I'm not, with all due respect, I cannot come back. And I don't make it that I can't come back. I say, I can't come back. The office already knows that I'm here giving you this consultation. So you have every right to decline the help, or you either accept the help or decline the help. I see about 35 different families per week, and they already know that I'm here. It's either if your file cannot stay open. So it's not me. I said the system automatically closes it because other people are trying to get into this program, and your file cannot stay pending. So I say that, and then if you don't want the help, that's totally fine, but I'm going to have to close your file because other people are trying to get into the program. And if your file is pending, doesn't give ways to the people that are trying to actually get the life insurance, the state regulated life insurance. So they're like, then that's when they're like, sometimes out of the goodness of my heart, they have to think about it. But then if I see that they're really interested, and I say, you know what, I'm gonna reschedule you. But that's only if they give me a schedule, like another appointment at that given point. It's not, I don't leave the house, and so they tell me, let me think about it, let me talk over it with the cat or whoever it is that they got to talk to. I don't know why they got to talk about it, because they need life insurance. They never had life insurance before, and they know they need it. So let me think about it. No, I was like, you can think about it all you want, but once I leave, I'm going to close your file. And then, but I have like a serious face, because some people try to think that you were born yesterday. And I've been doing this for a while, and I know when people are serious, and I know when they're not, or they're trying to give me the runaround. So the only way I come back is if they actually give me an appointment right then and there. It's not that let me call. What's your phone number? Oh, what's your phone number is another one. Let me call you back. And I'm like, no, you don't call me. We're doing you a favor. I call you. We set up the time when it's good for you, when it's good for me. But you're not gonna call me. This is not customer service. That this is not. They're calling an office. This is not customer service. So you're not gonna call me to see if you want life insurance. And they're looking at me like, you know. But at this point, it's just that I know when people are BSing. Sorry for for the words, and I know when they're serious. So that's the only way when I act that way that I could come off like that. And that's it.
That's good
Oh
stuff.
yeah, let me write my stuff.
Yes. Thank you so much. We got one more lady and we got about 8 minutes because we've had these amazing speakers that have gone before her, but she's going to really quickly, she just got somebody licensed. And she's also dealing with her own personal challenges throughout, like she's running business, hiring people. No, we can't say hiring. She's running business. She's recruiting people. She's getting people licensed, and she lives in North Carolina, but then she's driving to New York because her dad is sick. So Evie, we got about 7 minutes. You there?
Hey y'all. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Great job to Tiarra and Letecia. Fire. You guys have just really brought the fire this morning. So my job today is to talk about recruiting, the importance of building a team. That's just something that's near and dear to me. Especially once you understand where you are at FFL, when you realize that here you can build an agency without, basically from the cost of an E&O insurance, which is, it's cheaper than a cup of coffee at Starbucks every month, right? So when I look at building a team, I realize that, you know what, life is going to happen. There are a lot of things that are going to happen in life that we just can't control. Right. But there are a lot of things we can't control. So I realized this year that, building a team is a priority because as life goes on and things happen, having a team continues business. Right. That's what we're here for is right. To build a business, to build an agency. So the way I look at it is when you look at it statistically, they say that aside from winning the lottery, the life insurance industry is the most lucrative wealthy industry out there, right? So at the end of the day, all I'm doing is just making sure that this year I'm not selfish, right? And by not offering the opportunity to people, right? All I really do is just post on social media as I'm out there talking, just people asking me what I'm doing. It's just my excitement really that's recruiting people, right? Everybody's on social media. So what all I've been doing is copying Corinne. I'm just doing what other people are doing that's just successful, and just kind of posting out there everybody's success because everybody's winning on so many different levels. The words just got to get out there, right? This is the fastest growing team on the whole East Coast, right? And then some. One thing I realized though, it's not just a matter of bringing people on. We've got two sets of people that, that I'm bringing, that we're all recruiting. Right? It's either people that are not licensed, right? And they're having to go through class. And then there are people that are already licensed and just looking for an opportunity, right? So I'll start with the people that aren't licensed, why it's important to make sure that you stay connected, right? Because we've all, most of us have children, right? And we know how devious the task of studying is, right? It's no different for an adult, right? So what I normally tend to do is at least once or twice a week, just check in on them, make sure that they're not dead in the pipeline of studying. We know how tedious it is, but we also understand why they got started in their journey, right? They need a partner. They need somebody to just kind of encourage them through life's process because most of the times the people around us are not going to be the ones to encourage us, right? Especially if you're a single mom, it's just you, right? You and that mirror. So the other situation is pretty much our licensed people, kind of getting them through contracting, finding out their why. We got to find out what moves us. What is, why did we come here, right? Just having them realize, as much as Kali and Corinne are just, there's every day, anytime I'm on live dials, I'm trying to figure out how to outwork them. You get on that live dials, I'm like, you see how hard they're working, you know, you see the size of the agencies, and I'm going, this is why the size of their bank accounts. I mean, it's just the work that they're putting in. So I realize I can't get the size, you know, of the account that I'm looking for just by me just doing the work alone. One of my favorite quotes is, I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men than 100% of my own. Why? Because I get tired, right? I'm human. So there are moments where I get lazy, real talk, right? And at the end of the day, time is not forgiving. At the end of the day, time keeps going. So I can't afford to waste time. But if I have an army of 100 people that's working toward the same common goal, we're out here just changing the world. You know, when you realize that what you're doing is protecting these households, right? Financially, making sure that when they pass, because we're all going to pass, right? But making sure that when they pass, you've got an army of people out there that's just helping households protect them, because some of those households tend to be ours, right? And at some point, we got to figure out how to stop the bleeding in our own generational tree. And it starts with life insurance, right? Transferring wealth, right? But how do we do it at a large scale? It's no different. You know, we're out here recruiting people, showing people, you know, stop being selfish and just give somebody an opportunity. Show them what FFL is about, right? But it all starts with you. People are watching you. And that's one thing Corinne always talked to me about, was people are watching you. So if you're not doing it, again, what exactly are you showing them? Pipe dream? You know what I'm saying? It's like, who wants to walk around with pipes or empty pipes? Like, I'm not the Blue Man Group. Like, I need to go get this thing done now. So, I encourage you guys. Here to build an agency, it doesn't cost nothing. You know, E&O insurance, like I said, it's cheaper than Starbucks coffee on a monthly basis. So, and get on live dials, guys. As soon as we're done here in about 5 minutes, we'll be on live dials. Come and see what it's all about, guys. I challenge you guys. I know it's Saturday, but let's get this thing popping. It's March.
Evie, very, very well said. Like that, you said like in 7 minutes, like why people need to recruit. Like is so that because there's things are gonna happen. And if you want to really grow your bank account, you grow it. You can grow it by yourself, but you can grow it faster with other people, and you're helping other people grow their bank account as well at the same time. So thank you so much, ladies. Evie, Letecia, Tierra, y'all crushed it this morning. Thank you so much, ladies, for pouring into Fury and High Voltage. We appreciate you so much. Like Evie just said, we're going to be jumping on livesalesdials.com as soon as we're done here. We're going to start making dials, and you can hear from the leaders. You can hear from Evie. You can hear from Corinne. You can hear from me. All of us dialing and hopefully helping people over the phone. So if you want to learn how to do telesales, guys, that's what we're doing. Telesales. We're closing 2 to 3 families a day over the phone on livesalesdials.com. So thank you again for all the speakers this morning. You guys killed it. Thank you. And we will see you guys here again next Saturday at 11 a.m. Have a great one.
Love you guys.